Good morning, everyone. Turtle here. I just wanted to really quickly go over Season 1 now that it's officially started. Unfortunately, I did not have the time to make this video any sooner, but it is what it is. Better late than never, some people say. So, let's get on with it. I won't take too long. As we started Season 1, you noticed we got teleported, as I mentioned already. You also noticed we have these new buildings. These 4 protein farms are available one after the other. Basically, you get one to level 10, then you get another one to level 10, then you get another one to level 10, and then the last one you should also probably get to level 10. I'm just kidding, you really should. These protein farms and leveling them up will give you protein, which you need to level up the Virus Research Institute, and that will give you your virus resistance, which allows you to kill mobs on the map. The 5th one is unlocked from the weekly pass you can buy inside of the event. One thing to keep in mind is if you visit the event page, if you go under goals here, sometimes it shows up, sometimes it does not, but keep track of this and collect your rewards as you unlock those. The second thing, if you take a look at the battle pass, you have your daily missions and you have your target missions. Now, the target missions are very useful because you can get a lot of those done very early on, allowing you to skip down this tree much faster. That's the end goal here. But besides that, the new mechanics that we have, as you can see here, someone is carrying the stink. I call it the stink, it's the disease. Now, new mechanics, like the most important mechanics of them all, is, just find the strong one, this here. As you can see here, it says that my virus resistance is 17500 or 1750, and I need 3000 to attack this here fella, meaning that my damage reduced is by 84%. That means you take your squad power, which is like, I don't know, 17, 18 million, and the damage they can do, and you reduce that by 84% basically. It's not really like that. It's a bit more complex, but in reality, you should be able to math it that way. Honestly, anything that is above 90% is very risky to go for, like depending entirely on your squad. But like this 84%, technically I could take it on if I had support that can help me with this rally. So it's doable, but you need assistance. Now, one thing that was mentioned, and that's worth mentioning, is that if you call, like, if I have 1750 resistance, if I call a rally, every participant will have that exact resistance or more. So you can have one person with high resistance calling the rallies, and then other people can join and help out. That's important to note. One thing to also note is that attacking, like for instance, I potentially could take on this guy because it's only 84%, sometimes that's good enough. If it's minus 99%, don't even bother trying, basically. This might work, but you will suffer a lot of losses. That's the new thing here. Basically, you're strong, but you're weak. You're strong in the sense of if you have enough virus resistance to match or overmatch. Like, let's take level 12 for instance. Let's take a level 10 for instance. As you can see here, my damage reduction is fairly small, and since the suggested power for this guy is 2.4 million, basically if I throw something with about 3 million power at him, it should not be an issue. That's the thing, like, these monsters are fairly easy to kill. They are low in suggested power, but the virus resistance aspect is what makes them extremely difficult to kill, until you have enough virus resistance, of course. One more key thing to note is that while killing these new Doom Elites, sometimes you will spawn a little mine on the map. Sadly, I don't have one of these, but oh, here it is, here's one. Always remember to share these, and always remember to participate in these, because they're a good source of resources. Ideally, you can get mutant crystals and the new both the crystals and the new this thing, the protein. You can have farms. The second thing is, as you can see here, this guy has a few stacks of the infection on him, so we will just quickly send out scouts to take care of that. Now, you can lock yourself from healing, but only do that if you know what you're doing, because sometimes people tag that and forget they did, or don't know what they're doing with it, and then they end up having 120 stacks, they go kaboom, they get teleported. Don't do that. Like, you can do that if you know what you're doing, but you should never do that inside of your hive unless you previously mentioned this to your alliance members and they are aware of what's going on. Now, one thing to note is that this method is good for gathering these like, everyone likes these milestone points, but let me be honest, like, these rewards are absolute garbage. So I mean, sure, if you need 25 minute speed ups and 10 gems, then 100 gems, then by all means go make yourself kaboom inside of your own hive. Just kidding, don't. Like, you really should not be rushing to complete these, because, like I said, the rewards are not that great, and your best bet to continue, to get ahead, is doing these, like you have these here, these, so these are nice, and this here. So you go to target missions, you look around. Now, you will have some missions to infect other people. You can do that by attacking them. If you're infected, you can do that by going kaboom. It's entirely up to you, but if you plan on going kaboom, especially inside of your own hive, let your alliance mates know so that they are prepared for this, and everyone can, like, really quickly heal up and ensure that no one else goes kaboom unintentionally. Why I mentioned this: you could go kaboom and add 50 stacks to someone. That someone is offline. They auto-join a couple of rallies, they don't have enough virus resistance, they get up to 100, and then someone else goes kaboom. And before you know it, you have an entire chain reaction with your entire hive going kaboom, and that's not really nice. One mechanic to mention, if you are trying to take out a Doom Elite and you do not have enough virus resistance, and you know someone in your alliance does have enough virus resistance, so say, like, I have 1750, that means I'm good for up to level 14. Basically, I can help people finish a level 14 on my own, basically. When you're gonna call a rally, use a squad with one hero. So it's basically the same principle as you would be using for Marshal's Guard, if you're familiar with that concept. So now, when you rally, you use this guy. You won't have a lot of troops, which means you won't have a lot of casualties, and the person that has the virus resistance will actually be doing the carrying. Now, this might seem like you are like, oh, carry me with your virus resistance and I want to cut down on my losses. It sounds a bit selfish, but in reality it really isn't, because if you send 2,000 troops and you don't have enough virus resistance, you will basically just be killing your troops, and the amount of damage dealt to it will be absolutely nothing, because if you have that minus 99%, you'll just tickle it. It's the equivalent of throwing rocks at it. Like, you get up to the scorpion and you throw rocks at it. It's like Fallout. It doesn't really work unless you have a lot of strength. So don't go punching red scorpions, and stay safe. Help out your allies and rally smart. That's about it. The key thing here is to keep an eye out on your allies, help them out. If you did end up spending money and you have a big virus resistance, always make sure to offer your help to people. Try to join rallies, try to auto-join rallies, and be there for your teammates as they level up as well, because in the end, the stronger the alliance, the better it is for everyone. Like, I spent about 2 hours with some other alliance members just sitting online in our game, sitting online, just helping people with their rallies because they weren't up there yet, they weren't online, or they didn't spend anything to get the passes to get ahead in this game. The key thing was, like, if you wanted to really get ahead, you should have been here Season 1, 3 a.m. or whatever the server reset time is for you. Be online, buy all of the passes, potentially buy some of these mutant crystal packs, and level everything up, like all of these buildings, as much as you can. Then you would be level 9, level 10 already. Like right now I am a level 9. If I did that, I probably would have been level 10. But it was 3 a.m, I was tired as hell, and I'm a bit sick lately, so I chose a good night's sleep, or a decent night's sleep, over staying up all night over a game. Silly me, I know, but you get the idea. These season passes and battle passes, like, they are decent value, but if you don't have the money to spend, don't spend. You can always rely on your allies. Hopefully you can rely on your allies for them to help you out and make sure that you can progress. Remember to keep checking this resources tab for crystals and upgrade materials. And remember to, again, ask allies to help you out. Like, if you can't rally something, they can help you out. Ideally, you want to get ahead on rallies as much as possible, because the higher Doom Elites you take out, and I mostly mention Doom Elites because those you rally, the more of these immune proteins and mutant crystals you can get, and that will really help you out, especially if you fell behind or didn't spend money and you don't have the virus resistance. Now, you can always check your virus resistance up here, or alternatively find any enemy to attack, and then you will know immediately what your virus resistance is. Like, for instance, this guy is pretty strong. I do 76% reduced damage to it. He has 4.3 million power squad. That squad is also air, from what I know, so that's even 20% less if you're using tanks. It's a really difficult fight, so things like these, or things like Doom Elites, you just don't rally until you are ready. Don't rush it. If you can't take it, you will take it eventually. There is no rush to take it immediately. Like, some states will be extremely competitive, but don't rush it. Save your troops, play smart, and remember to help out your allies. If you have no other way of helping your allies, if you don't have virus resistance and are just starting to get things together, then the most you can do is, like, every time you're online, just zoom across your hive from time to time and just heal people. That's the biggest help, pretty much. That's all for now. Turtle out. Have a lovely day.